हाय मैंने दिल को रोका पर रोका ना गया।
हो नेड़े लेके आ गई नेड़े, आते तेरे शुरू बखेड़े, देख के ही स्नाइप कर दिया। 24/7 वाली धड़कनों में चले दिवाली, फ्लैंक करके वाइप कर दिया। रैकिल करे चोरी बुलेट धारी गोरी, नैनों से मारे धाए 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 धाए। रैकिल करे चोरी बुलेट धारी गोरी, नैनों से मारे धाए 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 धाए। रैकिल करे चोरी गोरी गोरी गोरी
रात है ज़माना बेबी फ्यूज की देखे, ट्रेंड कर दे रंदी मेरी न्यूज़ टीवी पे।
ड्रोन घुसा दिल के घर में, बस गया एक नजर में, स्ट्रैटेजी आंखों से तैयार कर दी नी। चाहूं मैं कहीं भी जाना, तुझ पे ही लगे निशाना, टेम्परामेंट सेंटिमेंटल वॉर कर दी नी।
बन के तू नशा है सर पे, खाली दिल के इस पेपर पे, नाम तेरा टाइप कर दिया।
24/7 वाली धड़कनों में चले दिवाली, फ्लैंक करके वाइप कर दिया।
रैकिल करे छोरी बुलेट धारी गोरी, नैनो से मारे धाए 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 धाए।
रैकिल करे चोरी बुलेट धारी गोरी, नैनों से मारे धाए 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 धाए। रैकिल करे चोरी रैकिल करे रैकिल करे चोरी 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 चोरी।
साथ में खेलेंगे तो हमेशा बूया मिलेगा।
नमस्कार दोस्तों, आप सभी का स्वागत है फ्री फायर दिवाली ऑल स्टार्स में। आज हम लोग करने जा रहे हैं दिवाली का वो सेलिब्रेशन, बट उससे पहले हम लोगों को यहाँ पर मुलाकात करनी है काफ़ी सारे लोगों से। एंड आपको पता है दिवाली साल में एक बार आता है और काफ़ी बड़े धूमधाम से मनाया जाता है हमारे इंडियन सर्वर में। उसी तरीके से हम आज का पहला दिन यहाँ पे समर्पित कर रहे हैं फीमेल स्ट्रीमर्स को एंड जितने भी फीमेल गेमर्स हैं उन सभी को, और बहुत ही जल्दी हम उन सभी से आपकी मुलाकात कराएंगे। इस सिलसिले को हम आगे लेके चलते हैं एंड हम चलेंगे हमारे सबसे पहले सेट की तरफ, जो कि होने वाला है शॉर्ट क्वेश्चंस या फिर आप कह सकते हो रैपिड फायर। हम पूछेंगे इनसे बहुत छोटे छोटे सवाल और उनके छोटे छोटे जवाब लेंगे कि इनका क्या कहना है उसके ऊपर, एंड जानेंगे इनकी थोड़ी बैक मतलब कैमरे से पीछे की लाइफ को कि क्या करते हैं ये लोग, क्या नहीं करते हैं। आपकी फेवरेट गन कौन सी है?
स्नाइपर AWM।
ऐसा एम्बैरेसिंग मोमेंट बताइए जो आपको गेम में हुआ और आपको याद हो कभी।
जब बंदे डाउन देके जो इमोट दिखाते हैं उसमें मतलब बहुत ज्यादा बुरा लगता है दिल से।
स्ट्रीम खत्म होने के बाद सबसे पहले आप क्या करते हैं?
Actually, I'm working, so I'll do my work after the stream.
मैं तो थोड़ी देर मम्मी पापा से बात कर लेती हूँ कि कैसा गया, वो भी देखते रहते स्ट्रीम्स पे।
आपकी कोई फेवरेट ई स्पोर्ट्स टीम?
टीम इलीट।
So of course, Team Alive.
कोई ऐसा फेवरेट स्पोर्ट्स बताइए जो आप खेलना पसंद करती हैं?
This is kind of weird, but I don't interested in any other real time game.
ओह माय गॉड, कोई मूवी स्टार्स आपका फेवरेट हो?
मुझे रणबीर कपूर।
बरमुडा के अंदर कोई एक ऐसी जगह जो आपको पसंद ना हो?
पीक एंड क्लॉक टावर।
Doctor.
ओके, तो कोई फेवरेट क्रिकेटर बताइए अपना।
दीपक चैर।
आई लाइक धोनी।
कोई फेवरेट फूड बताइए जो आप आफ्टर स्ट्रीम खाना पसंद करती हैं?
हाँ, मैगी।
बिरयानी।
कोई ऐसी चीज़ जो आप मैसेज देना चाहें हमारी फ्री फायर कम्युनिटी के अंदर जितने फीमेल गेमर्स हैं, स्ट्रीमर्स हैं, उन सभी को?
डेडिकेशन।
Passion.
खेलो मजे करो।
तो हार्ड वर्क करिए।
फेवरेट बैटल रॉयल गेम?
फ्री फायर।
फायर।
आप अपने जो लास्ट टेक्स्ट मैसेज आपको जो रिसीव हुआ है वो एक बार आप छोटा सा पढ़ के बता दें।
मेरा तो लास्ट गुड मॉर्निंग ही आया है। मेरा तो ये बोल रहा है कि शाम को 9 बजे प्रैक्टिस खेलना है कि नहीं.
Actually, I got a message from my colleague. He was asking for some work update.
और मेरे को आया था कि मेरे से 1 विन कर लो प्लीज. मेरे फ्रेंड ने करा था.
चलिए ये भी अच्छा है, चैलेंज आया आपको एक नया. बट इस चैलेंज के साथ ही साथ इस क्वेश्चन के हमें पता चला है कि आपको अपार्ट ऑफ इस क्वेश्चन से हमें पता चला है कि अपार्ट ऑफ गेमिंग आपको काफ़ी सारे अलग टेक्स्ट भी आ रहे हैं. कई लोगों को गुड मॉर्निंग आ रहे हैं तो कई लोगों को कॉलीग्स से आ रहे हैं यहाँ पे टेक्स्ट. होपफुली आप लोग अपने टेक्स्ट के रिप्लाई दो इस सेगमेंट के बाद. पर अभी हम इस सेगमेंट को ख़त्म करते हैं इन्हीं क्वेश्चंस के साथ. होपफुली आप लोगों ने एंजॉय करे हो और अभी हम लोग रुक करेंगे हमारे अगले सेगमेंट की तरफ.
goes right. Shoot. यार इस गेम में वो स्लेयर 1 का स्क्वाड ना आ जाए. हमेशा पेल देते हैं.
वो तो मैं उसे पिछली बार भी मार देता. वो तो मेरा फोन लैग हो गया ना इसलिए.
तेरे फोन को भी पता है तुझे मरना ही है, इसलिए तेरी इज्जत बचाने के लिए लैग हुआ होगा.
गेम पे ध्यान दो ना यार.
पता नहीं अगली बार साथ में कब खेल पाएंगे.
मुझे सब पता है. जब देखो फोन में घुसे रहते हैं. कम से कम दिवाली के दिन तो छोड़ दो. वो नीचे तुम्हारा डीजे आलोक भी आ चुका है.
हाँ मम्मी बस आ रहे हैं अभी.
जल्दी.
गाइस डीजे आलोक.
वे ब्राजील वाला नहीं, पीतमपुरा मेट्रो स्टेशन वाला.
दिस ACET is my favorite. हाँ तू सही कह रहा था, काफी ऑसम.
प्लेयर ऑसम हो तो गन भी ऑसम ही होगी. अब नहीं देना गेम पे ध्यान.
लिसन ना, मुझे आज जल्दी जाना पड़ेगा. डैड ने कल शाम की जगह सुबह 6 बजे की ट्रेन बुक कर दिया.
क्या इतनी जल्दी? मुझे लगा कल तक तो रहोगी तू.
क्यों? क्या हुआ?
नहीं कुछ नहीं, मतलब.
मिथिला, वो राघव को ना तेरे जाने से पहले कुछ कहना था. बोल देना. बता दे.
मुझे बस यही कहना था, आधार कार्ड रखना मत भूलना. आजकल तो सब उससे लिंक्ड होता है ना.
थैंक्स.
गाइस एयर ड्रॉप. गाइस सर को चोट हो रहा है, सेफ जोन में चलते हैं.
थोड़ा तो रिस्क ले लिया कर यार. मैं जा रही हूँ एयर ड्रॉप पे.
1 मिनट, ये एयर ड्रॉप तो गोल्ड है ना?
कोई ग्लिच होगा.
रिस्क लेके रिवॉर्ड मिलता है. देखना इसमें मिलेगी AWM.
Congratulations, you just unlocked the Golden Heroes Challenge.
Golden what? What the hell? Listen, मिथिला का है.
Killer Queen, वो गेम के अंदर है. She's fine. अभी तक
मतलब? गेम के अंदर?
मैं कस्टमर केयर से बात करता हूँ. जल्दी से तुम लोग को
मिथिला को वापस लाओ. अभी क्या भी?
ये सिर्फ तुम कर सकते हो.
कैसे?
Enter the game, get a booyah and get her back home.
और अगर वो नहीं हुआ तो?
You'll be stuck in the game.
What? क्या? जल्दी से कर यार. Listen, सिर्फ 5 लोग बाकी. We can do this.
अरे रुक जाना भाई. आ रहा है ना कस्टमर केयर से रिप्लाई.
राघव,
तो सच में गेम में फंस गए.
मुझे जोक्स हो जाए ना. 1 मिनट, अनुज और पवन कहाँ है?
घर पे सेफ रहे तो ही अच्छा है.
और तू मतलब तुझे नहीं रहना था सिर्फ.
तेरी ट्रेन नहीं मैं सुन दूंगा. लेट्स गो.
चल यही कैंप करते हैं, सेफ रहेगा। शिट।
शिट, अब क्या करें?
भाई इससे अच्छा तो बॉट्स खेल लेते। अब देख तू, एक एक को चुन चुन।
Stay on. क्या कर रहा है अनुज? What are you doing?
अपने लेवल के प्लेयर से लड़ना। ओए देवन,
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Free Fire Diwali All Stars 2021. It is a festive celebration with action-packed as well as entertainment. I'm Star Tanya. Alongside me it is Crips. So, Crips, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling bloated because I had too many Diwali snacks, too many sweets, and you can't blame me, right? Nobody can blame anyone for having too many snacks. Nobody can blame anyone for having too much fun. And of course, you can give them credit for having way too many kills. That's what we're about to see here today.
Absolutely. It is going to be a very shiny day, just like the crackers bright up the sky. These stars, Free Fire stars, are also going to bright up an entire event today. Yesterday, we did see female influencers qualifying towards the finals today. And over here, we do have FFIC top 4 teams. Alongside that, we also have some influencers voted by the viewers. So now it is going to be stars and stars every day, everywhere, because more the shinier, more the stars whatsoever. It is a celebrative event, and we already mentioned about day one. Why wouldn't you say something about day two, Crips?
Well, so on day one, we saw some explosive action by the 11 female influencer teams. The top two of those teams, Bella Gaming and Unicorn IB, they have qualified for day number 2. Now, over here, they will be facing the top 4 teams of FFIC 2021 Fall, and they will also be facing the squads of 6 community chosen influencers. We had a little poll, a little voting system, which lets the audience choose who they want to see in this event. And they've spoken. They told us which 6 teams will be playing today, and they will be joined by Unicorn IB's team and Bella Gaming's team.
Absolutely. It is going to be a mix of all favorite influencers, favorite female influencers, and 4 teams from Free Fire India Championship 2021. So these are the teams: Daddy, Bella, Assassin, X, Unicorn, and all 12 teams. Well, whom are you expecting from Grips? Because let's be honest here, FFIC have played, the teams who have come through FFIC, they've got a lot and a lot of experience. So certainly, according to me, they might be dominant today.
Yeah, even I think they're going to be dominant. So Team Elite, Total Gaming, PVS Gaming, and Desi Gamers, these guys will definitely be dominant. But then to some extent, I feel like what rules apply in the FFIC don't really apply here, because since this is an all-stars event and since this is a fun event, I think all the teams will be looking forward to just do what they feel like instead of trying really, really hard. But then they do have an incentive to try hard. They do have an incentive to play in a more disciplined fashion, because there's 100,000 diamonds at stake, and this massive prize pool might just prompt some of them to play a little bit more carefully. Otherwise, yesterday we saw a lot of these teams go for some high octane action without really caring much about the consequences. They were just having fun.
Absolutely, yeah. They were all having a lot of fun. They were focusing more on having self-entertainment. It is festive. You want to be happy. You want to make others happy.
Yeah.
But apart from happiness, the happiness also lies with this 100K diamonds. And I'm very sure of the players are going to try to achieve them, because with that, they are going to fulfill various dreams. Like you do want some attires, you do want some agents, you do want to unlock some weapons, armors. So maybe we can expect them going hard for the diamonds. And they are the shiny stars. Diamonds are also a shiny part. So Diwali is getting shinier, brighter. We might need some sunglasses as well in future.
Oh, now I regret not bringing my sunglasses to the party. Either way, that would have been a very cool thing to do. But I don't know, man, what to do with the 100,000 diamonds. If I win this, I'm pretty sure I'm going to spend like 20, 30,000 right at the start. But then what about the others? What about the rest of the diamonds? I don't know what to do with it. Probably I'll just give it away to my friends. If you had this much time, if you had these many diamonds, what would you do?
Well, definitely, I would do a good stream, Diwali stream for DJ Alok giveaway. Having said that, it is one of the favorite agent of each and every player playing Free Fire. So it is an event where we are uniting just to spread happiness, spread awareness. Female influencers did very good work here, and with that work, we are also going to head towards Bermuda. Now, all I want to see is that are the teams who are qualified through FFIC going for the same drop point, or there are going to be some changes here, because we know certain teams where they drop, where they don't, but for other influencer teams we exactly don't have the intel about how are their rotation going to be.
Exactly. All these FFIC teams, we know about them quite a lot, but the new teams might just throw a spanner in the works. I don't know if there will be hot drops, but there will be at least 1 or 2 in each and every map. So I'm kind of expecting those 2 places to turn into hot battle zones the moment people land on the ground, the moment the feats are on the ground. But other than that, I think all these teams will just play their natural game style. Now, all the other chosen community influencers, some of them are competitive players, some of them are streamers. So, it's a very different vibe. When you're streaming, you just want to have fun, you want to entertain your audience. But when you're in a competitive scenario, you want to play in a little more disciplined fashion and you want to be a bit more careful. So, how do those things pan out? Like, how does fun, rush gameplay merge with competitive, tactical gameplay? When those two come along, that's what I want to see. What happens over here? And we won't have to wait much to see it either. We're going to be going live with the first game of the day, ladies and gentlemen. The plane has taken off over the skies of Bermuda.
And here we see flight path being diagonal. Highest resource zone is just at the start of the flight path, which is Sentosa. And now only one team is seen there. Team Elite still going for the Cape Town drop, very close to the Sentosa Island. But ultimately, they have to do what they have to do. Everybody would want to win. Mars Electric has got Desi Gamers here. And other teams are heading for Peak. And Peak might be highly populated. Ultimately, Total Gaming has also same plans to follow. Land near to the riverside and rotating towards the mill. But if you have a look at Team NG, Crips, I've got a question. Did you notice one thing? During Diwali All Stars, Clock Tower has been totally abandoned. Nobody wants to take landing gear unless Circle wants them to go there.
Exactly. Clock Tower, Factory, both of these areas are abandoned. These are like really, really popular hotspots. And I'm surprised nobody wants to go over here. People are prioritizing Bhima Sakti and Peak instead.
The changes are definitely seen here. It is going to be a mix of everything happening, entertainment, and talking about which the areas down Shivam already, and no delay in confirmation. Merrick's the man who have played with Total Gaming previously. Now he is playing with NG, if I'm not mistaken. If he say Merrick's, that is participating. So here we can see with one frag, no loss of players, and the landing points for LR7 has always been crashed. No matter whatever the tournament is, they have lost one player. Now the revenge comes in. Nish has been taken down and confirmed without any hesitation, without any delay at all.
Exactly, and all these confirmations will definitely make it harder for Team Nonstop to make an impact over here in the first game. Keep in mind that we don't have those standard 6 maps today. We'll be playing only 4 of these games. So these teams have very less games to prove their worth, to win as many points as possible, and hopefully move closer to that 100,000 diamond prize pool. Well, for now, yeah, it does look a little bit dicey, doesn't it, Tanya? These guys are splitting up, and I'm not sure how it's going to pan out. We have one player of Nonstop very close to his opponents, and that's Tau65. He tried to go for a flank, but he failed, and he's been taken down.
And now it's going to be a disadvantage already. I don't think they should be going ahead, picking up the battle, getting eliminated first. And we can see Team LR7 is still trying to push it in as a trio. Vishal is looking quite aggressive. He wants to make sure to get the knock, to get the confirmation, to get some kill points. And the revenge is definitely too much. They have lost Shivam quite too early on with the name First Blood. And we all know that increases the rage when you lose the player quite early on. Hot Drop has been their basic play style. They want to make sure they do crash landings. Or Team LR7 want to make always sure that they are the first blood drawers, and they continue to do so, and they are always in the momentum to do so, no matter whatever weapon they do have.
And at least they'll be happy with the fact that they have lost less members than Nonstop over here. I mean, sure, losing a player is always a disadvantage, but at least you were able to keep the numbers in your favor, because over here, Nish and Tau65 are both dead. Fun fact, just yesterday, Unicorn IB and Tau65 were playing in the same team in a completely different tournament. So they've gotten used to each other's playstyle to some extent. So, you know, they have like a little bit of insider information.
They do share, and this is what the celebration is about. They are in the mix, though.
Yeah.
Let's see with so maybe they know exactly what kind of stats are there, so they already have counter strategies prepared. Maybe or may not be, because they tend to play in the same roster. You know all about the rotations, about the drop points, about when to go aggressive, about when to go back foot. And talking about Team TM right now, they are on Graveyard. Circle does consist of Graveyard, so I don't think they're going to make a move apart from a little bit to get the hard compound nearby.
Yeah, but the hard compounds will be hard to come by in the final few circles. For now, these teams don't need to worry, because there's plenty of room in the map. Many compounds, many cities. In fact, entire points of interest completely vacant. Like, say, for example, Katli Sutwa, even Plantation. Nobody over there. Clock Tower is still abandoned. I'm very surprised. Okay, maybe nobody hot drops over there, but someone has to go there at some point in the game, right? I'm still surprised nobody's present over there. Peak is being contested by PVS, which is expected, and I'm pretty sure TE will also expect this. They must have faced each other during the India Championship, so TE's rotation path will be a little dicey, but I'm even more scared about Bella Gaming. She's still on Sentosa Island. The circle will already, start to shrink in like less than a minute.
They definitely need to make a move, otherwise they might lose players to the zone, which nobody would want to. Once you lose against after taking a fight, that's good, but losing players to zone is like going into the death zone, getting eliminated. And for now, Lokesh Gamer are also into the momentum. They've got 2 frags, except Shahid is trying to play quite too far away from other teammates, and the remaining 2 members from where they started initiated the battle. They are nearby, but there's something that is even more nearby. Is Desi Gamers are right in front of Shahid. I don't know how is he going to survive. He did give some shots here, so now he has been spotted, which is the last thing that he should have done, and a little delay in placing the blue wall. Now Shahid is all gone. No delay coming in from Insane. For sure, you want to make sure if there's a solo player walking in the open area, it is not a garden. It is not a garden where you just move around. And he was spotted, taken down. With that, Desi Gamers have got a good control over the sniper tower of Clock Tower. 1 frag confirmed. No loss of players, and they are also playing into the split of 50-50, where Total Gaming is also taking an entry.
Yeah, and Total Gaming wants to take control of the gas station compound. Evil and I used to have this little joke where we call this the God compound, because this gas station area, it lets you have lines of sight over the entirety of Bhimasakti Strip, Clock Tower, and a little bit of factory as well. And of course, you can still see teams who are coming in from peak. So this compound that Total Gaming is holding, it's very, very important, and it gives them quite a lot of information. The only problem over here is that Desi Gamers are on 2 sides of them. So like they're kind of sandwiched over here. Now, I don't know how they will deal with this. I don't even know if they'll want to deal with this. They'll probably just let Desi Gamers stay where they are inside their sniper towers and won't really bother them much now. But later on, when the circle shrinks and forces these teams to leave their positions and go somewhere else, that's when I see a potential clash happening.
Potential clash already initiated by Total Gaming. They've got a good control over the compound. They've got teams right in front of their crosshair, but opponents are Desi Gamers. We have seen these 2 teams battling against each other. It is going to be the fight of equals, and nobody can dominate immediately, because Desi Gamers have definitely put a very good show during FFIC. And Total Gaming, well, they are already renowned. They've got so many titles into their pockets, but for now, what they don't have is no kills into their pockets, but enemies right in front of them. It is Bhimasakti. Various teams are going to take the rotation here. Let's see what happens next, because Delete is definitely spotted one of the players. And that player has already made a move, but Delete is not aware about it. So he's trying to make sure that if there's someone, let's go ahead and get the first pick, which might also boost the confidence to maybe immediately start the rush gameplay, because this is not exactly what I was expecting compared to what it was yesterday, Crips. Yesterday we did see teams were ready to crash land, teams were ready to just go battle it out, go all in. And if you have a look today, it is already 8 minutes on the clock, and 11 teams are surviving, 39 players altogether. So all teams are intact.
Exactly. All teams are intact except for like maybe 1 or 2 losses here or there. But even then, it's not that big of a problem. They still have 2-man, 3-man rosters. Very risky move by Bella Gaming. They were in Sentosa Island, so leaving that island and coming to the mainland itself is a difficult rotation. Might just be made a little bit easier given that they have cars, but Desi Gamers and Total Gaming are both firing on them right now. Karki managed to make it to the Clock Tower area without any problems, and so does the rest of the team. They all move inside without taking too many losses. A little bit of HP lost, it's fine. They can still recover it using the meds, but for now, Bella Gaming is the only team inside of Clock Tower. Just a few seconds ago, even Total Gaming was on the gas station compound, but since then they have left, and they also decided to take up the sniper towers instead. So they're going for a similar approach that Desi Gamers is going for.
The approach is same, but result is definitely going to be different. Only one is going to survive, one is going to get eliminated. Clock Tower, the location where nobody wanted to land, but ultimately the circle forces each and every team, if not within Clock Tower, surrounded by Clock Tower for sure. Bella Gaming, a very quick rotation thanks to the vehicles that they possessed. Immediately just they went ahead, entered, and it was they went unspotted, because they did not tank a little bit of damage as well. For now, with the split of 50-50, lower grounds and upper grounds have been shared, and they had all the loots available on Sentosa for their names, so I don't think their loot is also going to be any cause of concern. But circle is definitely going to be. Let's see, where is it shifting? Well, not very drastic. It is immediately just centralizing, and we can see Team TM also making an entry on the edge of the circle. Now ultimately each and every team has made the rotation except for Team PBS. They are on the edge of the zone, not of the circle but of the blue zone. Now that is quite too delayed and a threat for Team Elite.
How did this even happen? They literally switched positions. Team Elite was in Cape Town, PVS was in Peak. I thought that if Team Elite tries to move into its peak, PVS will stop them. But no, now PVS are the ones who might just get gate kept. Now, the situation has changed. The tables have turned, and honestly, I don't know why Team Elite was able to get in here. Maybe PVS Gaming had a little bit of oversight. Maybe they let them slip past. And this mistake might just cost them. It's still the second circle, so you can tank a little bit of zone damage. Gatekeeping is not that big of a threat. But yeah, the bullets coming in from 3 different teams definitely are. Team X, they have PVS Anand in their crosshairs, and even Eco is coming from the other side. So Visitor, Anand, both of them need to be extremely careful because PVS has them surrounded. The tables have turned once again for the 3rd time, and this time it's PVS who's trying to surround Team X from every direction, and Team Elite are the ones who are enjoying this extravaganza. They will be more than happy to let these teams fight each other, with them taking pot shots from the safe zone.
Team X, Swastik was very low on HP, immediately healing himself up. 4v4 is the situation. Team Elite has got the perfect opportunity to not only gatekeep 1 but 2 at a time. Let's see if PVS Gaming is going to take down X. Are they going to be allowed? Because for now, a little bit of extra advantage being near to the circle. Team X has also a little bit of height advantage. Yogi is quite too far away from other teammates. Indeed, for Team PVS, each and every member is quite too far away, and I don't know how are they going to battle against 2-man roster. Team X is also on the split, but still 1v2 is a big difficulty. Anand is spotted going ahead for the grenade attack, and no damage delivered. A rock cover was definitely a solid rock cover, which did not allow to exact pass through the precision of aim.
Yeah, now Anand is scared. He's taking shots from Team Elite. This is problematic. Team X need to get out of here. Yogi is kind of trapped, but if the other teammates of PVS attack them now, then they can rescue Yogi. And there it goes. Rohit with the first opening. He takes care of Visido, eliminates him too. There's a tiny gap in between that blue wall that Rohit can exploit and get the shots onto Swastik and X-Mania. X-Mania now having the responsibility of defending all of high ground with his teammate very low on health and in altitude. There's no way that he can survive this one. And of course, Team X, that's what happens when you get surrounded by PVS Gaming. They crunch them like a peanut and crush them, turning them into paste. 2 people from the low ground, 2 people from high ground, both of them sandwich Team X. And of course, Team Elite taking pot shots at them does not make it any easier. But at least now one good thing has happened. Now that PVS Gaming is aware about Team Elite's position, they can easily go around the other side and enter from Bhima Sakti Strip and avoid the battle with Team Elite. They might just end up losing a little bit of HP to the zone, but that's fine. That's better than losing entire players. Oh
now
no,
they
not
are,
like that.
And they're losing the players. They rotated quite too. They went overboard. They did not have to take such a long rotation where they might lose players to the circle, though the player has been revived. But Team Elite is on the chase. They want to make sure they take down PVS. Once again, there's a switch off the location. RDP, the scout of the team, is already making a move towards circle to already get a control over the hard compound. Team TM has already got one. Desi Gamer is still with the split, and Bella Gaming want to make sure they stay here where they are within the clock tower. And Nayan Assassin, the players, they are quite too far away from the circle. And if you have a look at Team UIB, well, they are also making a move. So ultimately, within 30 seconds, within 40 seconds, we are going to see all teams sticking to each other within the same circle, quite too compacted. And now that is where the actual game will begin, where very quickly the teams are going to be taken down, and clock tower already has 3 teams to their name.
Exactly. Unicorn IB, AA, all of them moving inside of Clock Tower where Bella Gaming is already in place. Now, this could be a tricky 3-way battle. They need to find some place to hide inside the zone, and I don't think they're going to get it. Bella Gaming will probably stop them. The only place where I see that they can go is the underground tunnel, maybe. And even over there, Unicorn IB and Assassin Army will end up fighting against each other. So there's no place that's safe. Okay, Assassin Army has found a little place for themselves. They go around the other side from the south, and they found a little compound to hide inside. So they're safe. But I don't think that's the case for Lokesh Gamer. Vishal is currently in trouble. He's trapped in between TM and PVS. So he's going to be sandwiched and turned into mincemeat. That's it. That's the end of LR7 as they get caught in very awkward situations. They already lost a couple of players in the early game battle, and now they have been ended.
Now it has come to an end, and now they've already managed to reach the circle with a total of 5 kills. And the battle that we want to see Team Elite versus TVS is again getting delayed. TVS has got one more team on the crosshair, which is going to be Team TM, but Iconic has got some plans going ahead with the distance grenade attack. Will they lose the play? It is going to be the first frag, and now Killer is also joining the party here. Team TM is having a lot of struggle. TVS behind them, Team Elite in front of them. Once again, we did see peanut butter sandwich. Now this time it is going to be peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, because you can see we are going to see lots of blood coming in. Iconic spotted, taken down, revived flawlessly as well.
I don't remember blood being in a PBJ sandwich, but hey, that's definitely going to make it interesting. Legend almost finished the person as well, but a knock will be satisfactory for him. Mun and Odesri need to somehow come in and rescue his teammates. They do manage to revive Legend, but now all three of them are very low on health. TM, can they survive? We have another team coming in to attack them, and that's going to be Total Gaming. They leave their compounds and try to take the high ground, and there's even Team Elite on top. They're getting sandwiched, and this is not a PBJ sandwich. This is the whole damn club sandwich. Every ingredient they can think of is present on this gas station compound, and of course, the only thing you need to cook that sandwich is a little bit of heat, which the petrol should be adequate for.
Now, Karki definitely has got the petrol. That petrol is named Grenade Launcher. He was able to take down one player, or maybe once again we can see Karki is going overboard. He's trying to confirm without any delay. Total Gaming. It is going to be Delete who has managed to get 2 kills for himself, and now within the compound, beneath and above, well, he is the only man away from his teammate. And on the course, Pahari is acting up against Total Gaming. Mafia has been confirmed without any delay. If you have a look at Mafia Bala, he is also able to successfully take down the sniper man for Team Elite. Will he get revived? That is going to be a question. And on the other side of the map, Team AA has been eliminated by Team UIB.
Yeah, Team UIB, they dealt with AA Gaming. That's one very good thing, because Clock Tower is kind of safe right now. But the moment they try to move inside, Desi Gamers gatekeep them, and that's going to be the end of UIB as well. Now we have Team Elite knocking on the doors, and not just knocking on the doors, they knock out the players as well. TM is out of the game. 4 teams left, 12 players alive. Team Elite has a 4-man roster, and so does Desi Gamers, but I can't really say the same for TG, because Mafia Bala just hit the ground. Delete coming in to save him might be a little difficult to do that, but he probably is just better off fighting. He cocoons himself. I don't think that's going to work. The moment he revives him, there's going to be nades on his feet. RDP somehow. He's making short work of Desi Gamers with the Max 7. He knocked out Insane and Shanti. That's going to pull back the players like Ignite and Harsh. They were focusing on Total Gaming at this point, but now they need to move inside and save their own teammates. They need to fight against Team Elite first, and this has gone horribly wrong. Desi Gamers thought they could bully Total Gaming, but TE are the bigger bullies in the lobby. They are the eliminators. They are the conquerors, and they've got them in their crosshairs. Killer now trying to move in, hoping that he doesn't take too much damage from the zone. Has the high ground advantage, and his teammates right beside him. But Killer and RDP both tag teaming their way into the circle. It's just Total Gaming left. 2 versus 2. Delete and Force Ajay versus RDP and Killer. And it's just down to Delete himself. But he's got the nades, and he has the potential to do it. 1v1. Killer versus Delete. Both the veterans now going up against each other. Delete has been phenomenal in the FFIC, but the only player who stands in his way is one veteran who's been in this circuit longer than him. Can the underdogs win against the experienced ones? Can Team Elite once again show why they are the champions of FFIC? Can Total Gaming reclaim their glory which they had in the past? And they will! Delete with the clutch, and he storms through the front.
With that, the very first booyah goes into the hands of Team Total Gaming, and Delete definitely being the MVP. He deserves the title of MVP. The way he did survive, the way he did pick kills, and the way he hid himself for quite too long, because even when he did see his companion was down on the knees, he did not expose himself, and that is what exactly was needed. A little bit of trigger discipline and a perfect firepower, and a booyah in the pockets for Total Gaming in the map of Bermuda.
Very sweaty game indeed. Desi Gamers had the perfect position at one point, and they were punishing PVS, they were punishing Lokesh Gamer, they even gate-kept Unicorn IB. They thought they could do the same against Total Gaming, but then they forgot that Team Elite exists, and that's how Desi Gamers were punished. And after all of that was done, Team Elite had just one team to take care of. That's Total Gaming. And you gotta keep in mind, both these teams have quite a lot of history. Team Elite just won the FFIC. Total Gaming had won the very first FFIC last year. And even between Killer and Delete, Killer has been in the competitive circuit for a little longer than Delete. Delete has just entered a couple of months ago. So there's a lot at stake between an ex-rookie and an ex-professional, and both of them now going up against each other. That's the spiciest 1v1 that I've seen so far.
And it was very spicy, it was interesting, and it was a 7 course meal. The way they specialize in every single battle rotation, definitely it was treat to the eyes, and that is exactly we are here for. Diwali festive season is here, so is Free Fire All Stars, and here we are enjoying the treat to our eyes, having so many stars together. And talking about stars, yesterday Bella Gaming definitely dominated. Today they were able to take the rotation, but ultimately they could not execute exactly what they did yesterday. So maybe now today it is a little bit of tough competition, and only 3 more matches remaining to prove their existence once again.
Exactly. I feel a little bad for Bella Gamers because 2 of their players died to the play zone, and that's never really a good situation. If you die to someone else, at least that's understandable. But they were basically zone screwed later on when the circle moved away from Clock Tower. And especially when there's teams like Assassin Army and Unicorn IB directly underneath you in the tunnels, even if Bella Gamers try to leave that area, they will be shot the moment they try to exit. And not just by Unicorn IB and Assassin Army, even all the other teams on the high ground like Desi Gamers and everyone else, they were definitely screwed in their rotations. Even though they were able to get from Sentosa to this place, it's fine. But Team Elite, they don't win the Booyah, but they still have more points. 9 kills for Team Elite, and that's how they're on the top.
Highest striker for sure, Booyah or no Booyah. Team Elite stands on number 1, followed by Total Gaming Esports. And if we have a look at PVS Gaming, well, we do know that this is the team who has proved their existence against Team Elite several times. Let's see if they are going to continue to do so. And top 4 team scripts, as we discussed, the top 4 teams are the free FFIC qualifiers. Team TSG definitely is trying to pick up some kills, having a good rotation. But the team that I'm worried about is Team X-Mania. No standing points, no kill points. They are all over with a total of 0. Now they need to buckle up, they need to make sure they prove their existence, and then you also need to make sure that maybe it's okay if they don't immediately pick up the fight, delay it, at least try to grab some standing points alongside kills, because once you're able to get a good place to hide, you definitely can pick up some easy sneaky kills with snipers.
Yeah, Team X was in a pretty difficult situation. Let's take a look at the highlights and see exactly how Team Elite and PVS Gaming surrounded them and got rid of them in a matter of seconds.
Well, we are back. Highlights were definitely hyped up, and this is all what we wanted to relive. That is exactly what we wanted to rewatch, and it was very interesting once again to see Team Total Gaming versus Team Elite. And now, first, we are going into the hands of Team Total Gaming. Next map is going to be Kalahari, and Pahadi is always known for snipers, and so is Kalahari. So maybe Pahadi is going to go 2.0 with his sniper skills that he possesses. But is there any other team or is there any other player from whom you are expecting in the map of Kalahari?
I definitely expect PVS Gaming to do better. I love the way how they split up against Team X. And yeah, sure, their little maneuver to go away from Team Elite and go via the zone cost them their lives early on. But I think that Kalahari is a map where they can do much, much better.
Absolutely, Kalahari is going to be interesting, and I also want to see some other influencer team reaching to top 3, because top 3 teams were totally dominated by FFIC. So, are any influencers joining in for the lead of top 3 team? It's okay if they are not able to go ahead, pick up a booyah, but reaching top 3 while taking some kills is going to be very, very interesting affair. And talking about Kalahari, well, I do think Shrines is going to be one of the hot drop where we can expect an early battle there. Apart from that, will Team Elite again head towards Council Hall just like they did in the map of Bermuda towards the basic hot drop of Cape Town? Ladies and gentlemen, this is match day 2 and game 2 map Kalahari. Flight path being diagonal, spread out shall be easy, but who doesn't want to go easy? That we'll get to know as soon as the player starts to land.
A little bit of action might be possible over here right at the beginning. We have a couple of teams going towards Bayfront. Lokesh Gamer spread out from his team. No, he regroups with them. Lokesh Gamer's team, LR7, is going towards Shrines. We have Team Elite splitting up across Confinement and Council Hall. Okay, they will have quite a lot of loot for themselves. Iconic just on the bridge, which is connecting the two northernmost areas to Bayfront. And then we have Unicorn IB inside Bayfront. Team Total Gaming, just as usual in Santa Catrina, that's their default drop location. Assassin Army in Stonebridge, TM in the sub, which is the high tail loot zone this game. But PVS, once again, in a little bit of trouble as they are locked in a battle against non-stop gamers. And I'm not sure if Yogi is aware about the fact that Mariex is over here, but yeah, now he definitely is. Flashbang to go in. He tries to move inside. It's a 1v1 battle, very risky, unnecessary, but Mariex is already half dead. He's lost most of his health, and Shiv will be able to confirm him. And this, you know what? It actually works out for PVS because now they know the positions of Tau65 and Nish as well.
Delivered a lot of damage, on the verge of taking a knock as well, but a little, even if one last bullet would have brushed Nish would have been down on the knees, but she is surviving. Let's see how long will she survive without any health kits to work out with. It was a crash landing, sure, and it is the ground of Mammoth where you don't get so much of loot as well. You have to pick up battle with whatever weaponaries you have, and Nish is trying to take a revenge here. Let's see if she's going to be successful. Blue wall deployed, chrono deployed, but Eco is trying to go all together with the woodpecker, trying to destroy the blue wall, and Yogi with the team support is able to take down through the sniper towers. And now there's no survival for Nish, but a confirmation. PVS is definitely going strong once again in terms of kill total of 2 kills already taken and 4 players standing strong.
Okay. Now, I'm not really sure why PVS is backing off. They had the opportunity. They could have finished them off to 2 players in the bag, 2 more kills just left out. No problem. I think they'll still be happy with the 2 kills, and Non-Stop Gamers will be very happy that they got away with their lives. They almost died over there in the process of saving the other 2, but they thought it's not worth the risk. PVS has too much of an advantage. They've got decent spread out. They had early engagements as well because most of their players were up in the front, and you know, reviving your teammates would have been next to impossible in that situation. So they take their losses, they take the L, and they fall back from here.
Talking about Desi gamers here, they are all stacked up together, except for Ignite, a little far away, and he has spotted the enemies as well. Let's see if he's going to head towards battle, or are they going to complete their loot, come into the comfort zone, and then initiate the battle. I'm afraid if they are going to be allowed any easier or delay play set, because for now I think everybody looks good. Everybody is calm, poised. They are trying to position themselves into the location where they are able to procure more kills, where they are able to survive a little longer here. And I'm talking about Ignite, he has been spotted. This is what exactly I was talking about. shall not be allowed, and it is going to be Harsh who has been taken down, Ignite down, and it is going to be none other than Team Bella Gaming dominating against Team Desi Gamers.
Bella Gaming and Desi Gamers, this is their chance. Bella Gaming did not have a good time in Bermuda, but now that they can take down Desi Gamers, this will be a great chance to redeem themselves. They've already got 2 kills, but the 2 remaining players of Desi Gamers will evade them for now.
Will they be allowed to evade? Let's see, because Bella Gaming, definitely they did not perform what they exactly wanted to do in the map of Bermuda. So this time they are all hyped up. They're all pumped up with double their energies. They want to make sure they survive. They want to make sure they take the picks. And let's see how nicely they are going to execute as well. If you have a look at the circle, it is going northwestern, almost every single location. A rotation can be easy. It is not going to be much of an affair until and unless you are gate kept. Because if you have a look at PVS Gaming, they are not making the move towards the center of the circle. Bella Gaming and Desi Gamers still within the battle, and Lokesh Gamer here has spotted an enemy and they are trying to take the player down. Will the opponent be taken down? And once again, it is going to be Shanti on the rescue. He was running away from Bella Gaming and landed up into the Team LR7.
Out of the frying pan into the fire, and with just 1 person remaining, every other team will be looking for them. Insane is still hidden. I don't think LG is aware about where he is. And that's good. He needs the placement points. He needs to stay alive for as long as possible.
He needs to survive and survive a little extra longer. The way Team Desi Gamers perform, lining up into the top 3, top 4, and if they get eliminated first, there's no points for them because for now they have not picked up a single frag. And I think Team LR7 has already smelled blood here. They exactly know that one of the player is going to be here or there somewhere. So Shahid is just going, viewing with 360 with his sniper in his hand to get a perfect analysis about where can the last man be. For now, Shahid is on the terrace. The view is clear and the ground is also clear. There's nobody else sharing the ground. They can have a pause right now. Maybe they re-energize themselves for the next battle coming their way. For now, it is a split of 50-50, quite too common, as we always say. When the teams have initiated the battle, they are within the circle. They've got the control over the hard compound. All they want to do is be ready with the crosses, and this is exactly Team LR7 is up to. But no crash landing this time. This is the only change.
Yeah, that's good for some of these teams. They want to keep their players alive as long as possible, and if they can avoid these clashes, then they won't end up like Desi Gamers. Desi Gamers now has just 1 player remaining. But at least all 11 teams are alive right now, so as we move towards the middle of the game, as the rotations start to take place, this phase of the game will be very, very interesting because plenty of teams still are yet to find a place to call home. Now, as soon as they see the first circle, they should be able to get a decent idea of what's going on. But BVS have a decent idea of what's happening on top of this tower. They've spotted out a couple of players of Team X. Now, keep in mind, in Bermuda as well, BVS was the one to take down Team X. If this happens again, this will be a 2-0.
2-0. This is the last thing that they might want. For now, PVS is going ahead, giving a good push with the grenade attacks, and now the players are going 1v1. Swastik has been spotted. 2 players together. Eco has been taken down, and Swastik, this is exactly opposite of what we were expecting, rushing into the opponent and then being taken down. Swastik going with the shotgun attack, and over here Team Elite is also picking up some fight against Team TM. Pahadi is gone. RDP left with very low HP, and Team NG eliminated. Iconic with 1 kill and a 3-man roster alive. Team Elite is up against Team LR7. Shivam giving a good grenade. They had the best of the compounds available and they are making the most of the use here.
Oh, a 3-way battle. Team Elite just out with TM, but now LR7 are here to capitalize on the situation. Who knows, maybe even Desi Gamers' last player will come in over here. 2 versus 3. That's what the advantage that LR7 have. But with the shotgun blasts of Killer, it goes back down to a 2v2, but Iconic is down. Now it's a 1v2 situation. They confirmed the kill on him as well. Killer, he was not able to complete the clutch against Elite last game, but he might just be able to pull off the 1v2 over here. Yes, he does. Shivam eats a nice bullet to the head, but he will be revived instantly. No problem. Killer is aware about this. He walks right into the crosshairs of Shahid. Almost got the kill. He knocked down Shivam once again, but he couldn't finish off Shahid. And the clutch once again cannot come through for Killer. He's going to be disappointed. But I don't really blame Team Elite. They were already in a difficult situation. And another difficult situation now boils over here as well. PBS and Team X going up against each other. They found Anand all by himself, but then all the other members of Team X took the jump pad and came to rescue him. Now 4v4.
Team X here, well, the team that dominated on the map of Bermuda are getting shaky here. Yogi with his patent grenade initiated the battle, has been able to take down Wizard here, and also able to take down Swastik, and no delay in the confirmation of Swastik. Wizard still survives. Will he get the revive? And over here, X-Mania comes into the crosshair of Yogi. Is also down. It is all up to Anand.
Whoa!
And solo Anand turns the table entirely on the grounds of Refinery. Well, this is something, everything is changing. Nothing is consistent here. If you have a look at Team Elite, they were dominating, they got eliminated. Desi Gamers, Solo Survivor, Team PBS has been taken down, and now we can see Team X. Anand was also able to revive without any delay, so now 3-man roster alive with total of 4 kills and a strong momentum. So Team X is definitely trying to prove their worth, why they are here, because they're left with 0 points, and now they have total of 4 points. Alongside, they were also able to take down one of the strongest team, and also has much more experience, which is Team PVS.
Yeah, PVS Gaming basically took that massive L over there. So now the score is 1-1 between Team X and PVS. They both are fighting each other in the previous map as well. Over here, PVS could have had an advantage. They found one solo player of Team X all by himself. But the moment that fight began, all the other members of Team X used the launch pad and came in to help them out. And that's how PVS was done and dusted. Over here, I mean, these guys did manage to win the battle for now. Team X survived, but they lost only one player. Could have been much worse, but at least they have a little bit of advantage. Not anymore, says Sibu. He's going to be able to get the kill onto Visitor, put him 6 feet under, and a 2 versus 4 situation now developing over here between Team Assassin Army and the Team X. Yeah, troubles just don't end for this one.
And the trouble is going to multiply again. The circle takes a shift. Both of the teams have been abandoned by the circle. And over here, Team TM picking up some battles. And it's going to be Legend initiating it with some grenades. Let's see if Bella Gaming are going to pick up a fight here. Because for now, they don't want to pick up a battle. They want to chase out of here. Team TM wouldn't allow it that way. Chrono ability deployed. And over here, it is going to be 1v2 affair. Ultimately, Legend was able to take down. But on the timing, Legend is also being taken down. Exact Revenge is coming in. Otis is able to confirm as well. And Bella Gaming has been eliminated. Team TM will survive to see another day very strongly with total of 6 kills. Both the players, Legend as well as Man, were revived all together. Now with this momentum, all they have to do is make a move towards the circle. And now that move might be a little difficult because Team X is already waiting for them. Talking about difficulty, Team LR7 against Team Total Gaming is already here. Mafia Bala moving first towards the battle.
Mafia Bala leading the charge. And they're trying to spread out. They have LR7 in their crosshairs, but 2 people going down from the right-hand side along the riverbanks, and then Mafia Bala and Fozia hanging around the backside. This could be a dangerous split, but I think Team LR7 have already escaped. Total Gaming's flank will not be successful this time around, but hey, no foul, no harm. This is still doable. As long as they keep all 4 players alive, this can still be a good game for Total Gaming. They already got the booyah in the last game. Can they turn it into a double?
They shall be able to, but there's one team that finally gets taken down by Team LR7. Last man survived for quite too long until position 7, which is definitely good. They could not accumulate any kills, but definitely position 7 is equal to some points into the pockets. And if you have a look at Team LR7 right now, it is going to be a total of 5 kills, 2 players alive. Shahid healing himself up. Circle also takes the shift. And over here, we do see entry of the opponent, which is going to be a squad strong. LR7 always plays into the split, and now that might end up in a lot of trouble. A good push from Team TM. The team who just now eliminated Bella Gaming is again going ahead. Legend was able to take down X, and Team X has been confirmed, has been eliminated, and now it is a triple for Shahid as well from Team LR7. 7 frags, 4-man roster, now making a move towards the circle, and this time they don't have anybody to gatekeep, so it is going to be a tough competition between Team TM and Total Gaming.
TM, Total Gaming, both of them were about to fight, but it seems like for now the circle is moved away from Total Gaming, so they need to move inside. You know who else is kind of zone screwed right now? That's Assassin Army. They need to traverse an even greater distance and go through Total Gaming if they want to make it inside the circle. But for now, they're just going to hold their ground and start to take pot shots from long range with the sniper. Of course, they won't be the only ones to do it. Team Delete, the one who was able to clutch the last game, gets that first knock. TM now starting to make a little bit of action, but TG is busy dealing with Assassin Army, and this could be problematic. Sibu with a great knock now confirms Mafia Bala, but Delete in return takes down Steve, so trades are going back and forth. No, Fozzy Ajay, he was hiding all this time, and now he finally reveals his position, comes in from the back, and he surprises both of them.
Total Gaming has always got the element of surprise into their sleeves. I don't know every single time how are they able to pull it. 4 kills and 3-man roster alive. But there's one thing that is not into their favor. It is going to be nothing else but the circle. How are they going to make a move into the barren desert, into the open grounds? And if they do, they might be taken down. On the other side, Team TM is also struggling with Unicorn IB. Over here, one more frag confirmed. It is going to be a 2v4 affair. And the only team to have the circle is going to be Team UIB. So let's hope this team is able to pick up the booyah, deserved booyah, the way they have been practicing their rotation, the way they have been qualifying. And over here we can see Unicorn IB is also trying to pick one more frag, and it was Team TM also quite too far away from the circle. So now the circle goes into the hand of entirely other team, which is Team PG.
A dockyard battle inside Kalahari. Who would have thought? That's the kind of situations I always talk about in Purgatory, but now this one little tiny shack inside the middle of the water is going to be the final playground for all these teams. TM are already inside. LG now moving in. They will try to dodge the nades, but they will accidentally run into Team Total Gaming. Fozzy Ajay will be taken care of by Shahid, but now he gets return fired upon by TM. Both of them helping each other out. 3 teams remaining, 6 players alive, 2 versus 2 versus 2. TG, TM, and Unicorn IB, both of them, all 3 of them now trying to make their way towards the center. And Total Gaming is swimming. They basically fishes in the water, and they're trying to be as sneaky as possible. But TM have the zone. Can they hold off both these teams who are trying to come towards them from both the different sides?
Fight of the day was 3 teams, 2 players each, and Legend was already here, delivered a lot of damage, but they are able to swim across here and there, but the grenades will not allow any further on. Let's see if Total Gaming are going to be great or no. On the course, Total Gaming has been taken down by Legend, 10 kills already. Now it is a 2v2 affair, Unicorn IB versus Legend. Legend once again wants to go ahead with the grenade finisher. Will he be able to? And yes, he does it! 1 grenade, 2 frags, and a booyah towards a new name and MVP being Legend, with a total of 7 kills for his team.
Imagine being Legend. Just 1 second ago, you dealt with Total Gaming and you threw a grenade towards Unicorn IP just as a fluke. And now your main concern is putting on your rebreathers and getting inside the circle. But before you even get inside over there, you win the booyah. Why? Because the grenades were on point. Well done, Legend. The way he was able to hold onto this compound is immaculate. The fact that he was able to predict all the movements of Total Gaming, even though they were using the surfboards and being evasive on the water, sometimes even swimming under the water to not be seen, his nades were on point, and he damaged Delete enough to get him down to 1 HP, after which he died to the play zone. So that's how he dealt with the players of Total Gaming. And then, of course, that sweet, sweet grenade blowing up right in the face of Unicorn IP and her teammates. That was the cherry on top of the cake.
Absolutely, Team TM is definitely trying to level up, because they have not been into top 4, top 5. Indeed, they are into the bottom 6 of the scoreboard. And now this is going to be a strong table turner, 10 kills and above. Indeed, it was 12 kills. So imagine 12 kill points, 12 booyah points is equal to a standard, a massive upshift for themselves. So we can expect them on the leaderboard in top 3, because Team Elite will be taken down. So will be Desi Gamers. They could not play. Team PVS were also trying to survive a little extra longer, but ultimately they were also taken down. So this time it was all about Team TM, the way they did take rotation, and they were able to take down every strong team coming against them. And the firepower was on point, the grenades were on point. It was like action-packed, power-packed action that we were expecting on Diwali Dhamakas.
Oh yeah, definitely. Diwali is not complete without some firecrackers, and that equivalent of Free Fire is a nice chunky grenade that explodes at the right time, at the right place. That's what Legend was able to pull off this time, and there's a reason he's called a Legend. Imagine setting the entire map on fire while being in a desert in a water body. I know all of this sounds very contradictory to each other, but that's just how legendary it is.
Indeed it is, and I think this is by far the very first circle of Kalahari where we did see Waterproof being involved, and which was very, very interesting as well. And usually, as you mentioned already, we have seen such circles in Purgatory. We have seen such circles in Bermuda, but this was the very first time in the map of Kalahari. And towards the scoreboard, well, definitely we did talk about the points. Team TSG Man, Team TM has got total of 24 points. Total Gaming following the lead, still within top 3. Lokesh is also upgrading themselves, upshifting themselves a total of 13 points only, but still in top 3.
Yeah, so Total Gaming had a pretty decent day so far. Booyah in the previous map, second place finish over here with 6 kills. That's impressive. But TSG Mun and his teammates, what an impressive performance. 12 points from the Booyah and then 12 kills on top of that. Literally double the amount of kills that Total Gaming and Lokesh Gamer have. Now, if that's not impressive, I don't know what else is. But I'm starting to feel a little concerned for Team Elite. What happened to them? These guys had a decent amount of advantage, and the same goes for PVS Gaming. Team Elite, PVS, both of them started to pick up fights first in this game, but then they both lost out later on.
And with one power-packed performance, Team TSG has come to the number 1 on leaderboard with total of 33 points. Total Gaming, well, they are not too quite far away. They are just 2 points away. Both the teams with Puya seen in top 2. Team Elite on position 3 with total of 21 points, but the buffer is of 10 points and they need to make sure they recover it quickly. Unicorn, IB's team, well, we definitely saw previous match. They were not very sure of about how they want to proceed, what they want to do, but in the map of Kalahari, they were very determined with the rotations and the survival instincts, and that is how they are just 2 points away from Team Elite. Once again, we can see PVS stumbling down a little and talking about Desi Gamers. So it is an entire switch. The team who are on top 3, except for they are coming down, PVS, Desi Gamers. So it has been a total upset of scoreboard.
Yeah, it has been a little upset, and it's caused by Unicorn IB and TSG Mun. They are able to go toe-to-toe against the FFIC top 4 teams. Now that definitely paints a nice picture for themselves, right? I mean, if they can go up against the literal best in the country, then their hopes in the competitive scenario of Indian esports is pretty good. Yeah, at least, when you look into the future for now. But there's still 2 games remaining. Can they maintain their lead? I'm not sure. But what I am sure is that there will be a lot more action. And I want to see a little bit of the repeat of what happened in Kalahari. So let's take a look at the highlights.
यार इन्होंने हमें कैसे हरा दिया?
कोई बात नहीं यार, ये फ्री फायर वर्ल्ड है, यहाँ पे कुछ भी इम्पॉसिबल नहीं है. नेक्स्ट टाइम हम ही जीतेंगे.
हाँ पर
चल सैड मत हो ना, दिवाली पार्टी पे भी जाना है. ओके लेट्स गेट रेडी. और सुन, आई गॉट यू. ओके
यार सैड मत हो तू अब.
तुझे पता है ना आई लाइक हर, उसके सामने हार गई.
हाँ बट शी लाइक्स यू टू. आज दिवाली है, इसको तू अपना लकी डे बना ले. चल अपना हीरो मोड ऑन कर और दिवाली पार्टी में जाते हैं.
तू धोखा जान का, दे रोका पर रोका ना गया.
ओ तू धोखा जान का. हाय मैंने दिल को रोका पर रोका ना गया.
हो नेड़े लेके आ गई नेड़े, आते तेरे शुरू बखेड़े, देख के ही स्नाइप कर दिया. 24/7 वाली धड़कनों में चले दिवाली, फ्लैंक करके वाइप कर दिया. रकिल करे छोरी, बुलेट धारी गोरी, नैनों से मारे धाए 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 धाए. रकिल करे छोरी, बुलेट धारी गोरी, नैनों से मारे धाए 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 धाए. रकिल करे छोरी,
प्लान है जमाना बेबी फ्यूज की बेटे. ट्रेंड करती रहती मेरी न्यूज टीवी पे.
ड्रोन घुसा दिल के घर में, बस गया एक नजर में. स्ट्रैटेजी आंखों से तैयार कर दी नी. चाहूं मैं कहीं भी जाना, तुझ पे ही लगे निशाना. टेम्परमेंट सेंटिमेंटल बोर कर दी नी.
बन के तू नशा है सर पे, खाली दिल के इस पेपर पे, नाम तेरा टाइप कर दिया.
24/7 वाली धड़कनों में चले दिवाली, फ्लैंक करके वाइप कर दिया.
रैकिल करे छोरी, बुलेट धारी गोरी, नैनो से मारे धाए 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 धाए.
रकिल करे छोरी, बुलेट धारी गोरी, नैनों से मारे धाए 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 धाए. रकिल करे छोरी.
Yeah. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be another start to another day. In fact, it's our last day, and I'm kind of sad, you know. Gotta have a lot of nice sweets, gotta have a lot of nice celebration time. I had a couple of times where I kind of went overboard with the crackers, not gonna lie. But, yeah, good times must come to an end. We still have 2 games remaining though, which I think we can all cherish. Yeah, and you know, with this going forward, I don't know, dude. This seems like a tough cookie to crack right now. We had I'd say a nice victory to start the day off with Total Gaming topping the charts. Then we had TN out of nowhere taking the booyah in map 2. So it was surprising, and I kind of look forward to what's gonna happen in Bermuda again. These teams have nothing to lose, so when they are gonna have that mentality, who knows? Team Elite, Total Gaming, all of them are kind of pretty known in terms of their drop location, and I think we might have a couple of targeted hits. For all we care, it's for the lulls. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to the second rotation. A lot of teams here are, again, a lot of tough cookies to crack, right? So we still have potential underdogs here who could make it back up and maybe hit the dub.
Yeah, definitely seems like it. Well, the day has been in such a good favor for Total Gaming and TST. And moving forward, I'm looking for the two teams which actually got qualified from yesterday, the female teams and the community favorites. Although the top 4 from the charts of FFIC 2021 fall have been doing so far really good, I think. In the first
Yeah.
day, I think the overall in the first match for today, the overall standings made it look like Team Elite was on the top. All the total gaming secured Booyah. And moving forward,
Yeah.
the recent game, TSG, they completely played it out in Kalahari. I was totally stunned by the performance. We have TSG Man on the first, Total Gaming on the second, and Team Elite, nevertheless, they don't ever move away from the top 5. And we have Unicorn from 4th position. As I was speaking about the top 2 teams, the female influencer teams moving forward and being on the top, that's Unicorn for us in the top 4, and we have PVS on top 5.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yesterday, I think it was in the last game of Kalahari, Unicorn's team had like phenomenal nades to close the day off. So I'm really looking forward to what we have on the table. Like you said, we have FFIC caliber teams on our table here today. So expecting nothing but the best. A lot of ways to go about this, and I think the only discussion that we can have right now is our expectations of this. So what do you think we're going to see in Bermuda, Elika? Because it's just like Pandora's box at this point.
Well, the first match, the Bermuda map definitely went into the favor of Total Gaming and Team Elite. So I'm expecting both of the teams to fight out, to bring out the balance between the top 5 in the current standings. But although I have huge expectations on Unicorn and Bella Gaming being the second team to get qualified from the 11 Influencers team. And looking forward, that it's going to be a very crash landing match, to be honest, because we have the professionals, the favorites of the community, and the 2 female influencers team. So none of them know each other, or maybe they wouldn't have played against each other very much. So I think this time it's going to be peak, which is going to be getting contested more by PVS Gaming. I mean, Total Gaming, they always get off at the edge.
All right. I mean, another team that I think that we don't really highlight much is LR7. A team that's, if I'm not mistaken, did play in the Free Fire Pro League. They did have a very nice showing there as well as a nice underdog team, and they had a good run, right? I'm interested to see what they have on the table now. It's been a while since we've seen them up on the big stage, so I think this is the perfect opportunity to maybe bag a Booyah. I don't know, maybe a dominating one in that as well. Let's see if they can potentially contest the front, because sure, you have Team Elite, you have a couple of teams all the way up in the front. I think one Booyah in a very dominant fashion should be more than enough to put you in contention.
Yep, I definitely agree with you. One Booyah can do a lot of things in this Diwali All-Stars 2021 especially. Although the first 2 matches are done, we're looking at the third map, which is going to be Bermuda, and the fourth, of course, coming to an end with Kalahari. Yesterday, the teams have showed a remarkable performance in the maps of Kalahari, the 11 influencers teams, and I guess this time it will be more fun as we'll be adding up to Total Gaming, Team Elite, and the rest of them.
Yeah, another team that I think all of us are looking forward to is PVS, right? A team that did look
PVS.
very, very nice on their debut FFIC. Now, I want to see what they have to offer, because quite frankly, it feels like they almost made it. It's just not a Cinderella run. Maybe champions are bred out of very hard situations, so they definitely were put in a very hard situation, and they came out with flying colors. And the future looks nothing but bright for them.
So they were just 1 point away from being the champions of FFIC Fall 2021. So I guess if they got another opportunity to showcase their talent again on FFDA's platform, then why not? I'm pretty sure they're going to go ahead and rock the last 2 matches. Well, although they're doing good in terms of they're in the top 5 right now. Not a bad note to start with. They can slowly improve the tables, climb up the ladder, which they always do, by the way. At the end of the day, they made sure that at least on the top 3 of the table in every tournament they played. I'm very impressed by the performance.
For sure, man. And talking about big platform, you also have to give it back, right? You guys have been very supportive of us for the past, since the start of 2021. It feels like Free Fire is on a completely different caliber. We've had so many top tier events throughout this calendar, and I think there's a couple more yet to come. Kudos to you guys. Kudos to all the support, and continue to show your support. If you're wondering how, just drop the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you don't miss whenever we're going to go live with this event, with any other event. You wouldn't want to miss any of the high octane Free Fire action. And without any further ado, let's head back into the action. The plane path, it seems pretty one-dimensional, dissecting the map a half in a certain way, but I feel like there might be a little trouble brewing already.
Yeah, the trouble always comes down though. But looks like the plane path, as you said, looks clean for me. And as I speak about peak, it's going to be contested by more than two teams. Okay, we have Total Gaming. I think they'll be taking the rotation over to its mill. Nevertheless, previous gaming, like we speak about the devil, they are contesting peak right now. Well, DC Gamers, they took a drop at Pochinok and Factory and Mars Electric. Okay, this is impressive stuff coming in from them. Bala Gaming going over to its Sentosa. We have Team Elite at Cape Town and a slow rotation towards Keratin as well. One player and LG. They've taken a drop over nowhere. Oh wait, it's actually Beavers of the Strip and Graveyard by TM. Unicorn is going over towards
What is Delete
Observatory.
doing? I'm sorry to cut you off here, but what is Delete doing right now?
I don't know. He's going behind Team X for a weird reason. I think he will get deleted if he does not get off the plane right now, or else is he AFK? Is my question.
Oh, he's trying to make it. If only he had more wings. Ay, ay, ay. Wizardo, he gets the first blood. In a funny fashion, because Total Gaming did win this particular map in the last rotation, so yeah, the irony is rich.
Yeah, well, I was quite surprised by the fact that Total Gaming went and took down Bermuda, and now they are the first ones to get eliminated, losing one of their parts in the team. Not something really I would look forward to, or Delete is just not having a really good start. Speaking of the rest of them, nobody actually took a drop over towards the blue zone, which is very surprising for me, by the way.
Yeah, for now though, I feel like it's gonna be a very, very slow paced game. I was expecting for a very nice hot drop here, and some maybe two teams already down. Not what I expected, but I can always settle. After all, I think everybody wants to rejoice a little bit before they enter the bloodshed. Talking about bloodshed, we've had quite a, I'd say, standard lobby in terms of Free Fire, because when it comes to more or less community driven events, I'm used to seeing more of that split approach, but that's something that we're not seeing much of here. One thing that I am seeing repeated though is Total Gaming strat of taking that sniper tower. It kind of worked out for them in the last game, but at FFIC it wasn't really that potent. So we're seeing some teams repeat strategy, some teams copy strategy, some teams with very new strategies themselves. Wondering what else we have in the bag.
What else do we have in the back? I think a lot of unexpected rotations that we almost see in every game of Free Fire right now. And this All Stars is going to be even more fun because you have mix of three different Free Fire roster teams. That's one from the community, one from the female influencers, and our part from the FFIC Top 4 2021 fall. Well, although the fun fact to look over here is that Unicorn Gaming still strongly standing over top 5. I think I'm really getting to love the vibe what Unicorn is giving away, especially the host, the captain. And speaking about rotations, who do we have here? TM might have a close fight against two of the teams, but I don't think they'll be going towards rotation. They're rather busy, picking up barrels and guns in the hands.
Yeah, you'd better ransack for better days to come and for worse day to come. So you talked about teams that you'd liked and UIB being one of them. I think one team that I'm looking forward to right now is Team X. I've kind of grown to some of these players on that roster. Xmania seems to be a really nice personality. Swastik is a very fun player to watch, especially if you're just gonna have a 2-hour watch session of Free Fire. So yeah, I'm looking forward to what that team has to offer. Glad they got the first blood, but their early rotation in the plantation might just make them in a very scaparious position because they'll be in between TM and TG. So that's monsters on either side of your bed. You won't be able to be any kind of comfort when you go to sleep.
Yeah. Well, the only comfort you can get while you go to sleep is just get a booyah, satisfy yourself and your team and your fans. Maybe you'll feel better to go back to bed, to start a fresh day tomorrow. But I guess that's what these teams did yesterday, especially Bella Gaming and Unicorn. They went back to bed yesterday thinking about how exciting yesterday going to be. And so far, it has been on a high note for all the top teams. Well, Pochinok has been contested by DG. Well, I think DG, they split apart towards Mass Electrics, Factory, and Pochinok. I don't know, for a weird reason. There are only two players over towards Pochinok. What kind of strategy are they trying to maintain here? While on the other hand, we have PVS over towards Peak, trying to clear every compound they see.
Yeah, this early rotation towards peak. I think we've been seeing a lot of action towards peak lately, right? I used to enjoy that clock tower fight that we always used to get, but I think we don't deserve it right now. We need to be patient. We need to wait, but we don't need to wait for action, though. That's a completely different story. Because Team Elite and PBS might go head to head sooner than we expected, with LG being on the horizon as well. So there is gonna be action brewing at the peak, but it's gonna take time. It's all gonna be a very well orchestrated attack from anybody who's gonna initiate.
Yes, definitely. Well, Team Elite looks like they're also over towards Pochinok. I think we might see a fight happening between DG and Team Elite, which will be fun to watch though, because this is a very surprising fact that 6 minutes into the game, we don't really see any fights happening. It's just Delete getting deleted in the first blood. And this absolutely nothing. Spin, drop, silence. The calm before the storm. I want some early fights to happen. I mean, this is really surprising. I did not expect that Bumrah would be so silent for all these teams. And DG is almost ready to take a fight against Team Elite right now.
Might be the exciting one. Of course, both these teams have a lot riding on this fight, right? Team Elite yet to back their booyah. They've had, I think, a decent showing for today. Looking kill hungry, looking hotter than ever. If it wasn't Killer going down in that 1v1, that would have been their chance. But on the other side, we have DC Gamers, a team that's been, I think, well received after FFIC, a team that everybody now is looking up to and considers top tier, at least to some extent. So yeah, both these teams locking horns. It's going to be some nice bunch of bragging rights up for grabs.
Yeah. Well, what do we have here? I think the fight might begin anytime soon between AA and NG. Well, NG, honestly, they're on top of the factory. They would not be willing to take this fight against AA. Although AA are on the lower ground, so it's just a disadvantage for them unless NG walks in. And there comes the grenade fall completely out of the box. Not where something the enemies are standing. Well, you know, OG, if you could predict out one team to get the booyah out of this map, out of this match, who are you expecting it to be?
Darn. I'm thinking. So, Total Gaming, I really can't say much about them because Delete's out of the picture and he's been like the man for Total Gaming throughout the year. So, Team Elite, maybe, I don't know. I'm an optimist, so I think maybe this may be their chance. They have taken that rotation route, which we've seen them do quite often, and they're still in the vicinity of Factory as well. So they're in touching distance of this fight if they want to get involved and if they want to snoop up some kill points. Yeah, I think the rotation pace is just about enough. Could see them succeed. But again, you could say that about literally any other team in the server and it would make sense, right? I think it's a little too early to predict. This is a hard cookie to crack.
Well, Team Elite is definitely a hard nut to crack for all the teams because they go for very calm rotations. They don't usually engage in the third party fights. They keep it up to their hands. They want to go to the top. They want to go to the central area of the circle and survive till the very end and pick up a fight with the last team that's alive against them and just close it off. While LG has started a fight against Team X, that's one of OG's favorite teams who will be getting dominated by LG Vishal. Oh, on the other hand, we already see X Wizardo going down. Swasti gets one. I'm expecting a lot of trades coming out.
Sure, for now the Team X are being split, and this is a very cutthroat approach. Mind you, LG haven't lost a player yet. LR7 gonna push the line. Wizardo so low on HP, survived by just a slither. Shivam, he looks to push this one, finishes off, trying to at least finish off what he started, but the revive is coming in at the nick of time, and they're trying to regroup. Your Shivam trying to be a nuisance on the front line, but finally backs off. He knows that he cannot let manpower go down Hence the revive comes in. But LR7 have the better position without a doubt.
They definitely do. LR7, they've been looking over for a chance to dominate in the top leagues, and they definitely have got one that they will not leave right now. LZ, on the other hand,
sure.
one kill in the hands. Team X, Swastik is trying to survive, but not for long, and that's an elimination. Coming on towards Team X, the game is over for Team X. We were just speaking about Team X a while ago, and now they're dead.
Maybe they have another chance at. Ooh, the nade!
Shahid.
Wow.
He is almost on the verge of getting knocked down.
I'm pretty sure his screen was a little sweaty after that. Yeah, I'd imagine so. Team Elite's Bahari got knocked down there. Interesting. Who's the culprit? Because on the other side, Yogi is being a menace. If I'm not wrong, that's LR7's man being downed. And PBS gonna push to the line. Merciless. Ego's been down though. Yogi, that delays this. And I think that's more than enough room that LR7 needs. Perfect response for them to get off potentially unscathed. Does that look to be a nasty fight?
Well, surprisingly, PVS Iko almost got confirmed. But yeah, he won't. Luckily for PVS Gaming, they have a double kill in the hands. And that's the man. That's Yogi, the grenade man. Although, I was talking to PVS Gaming in an interview. They told that, the grenades go hand in hand between Yogi and Iko. And most of the times, it's actually Iko who shifts down to the grenade. And Yogi has become the primary, assaulter rifler for the team.
Alright. So, a little bit of insight for you who are relatively new to the scene. I think Alika has you covered on that front. The nades are quite explosive, and we haven't got to see the same artillery experts that we did get to see in day one. I'm wondering where are Bella Gaming's nades today. I was kind of looking forward to that, not gonna lie.
It looks like the third circle has come down to a certain shift, completely unexpected, over towards Factory and Pochnock and all the teams. There's barely any one team that's going to be PVS Gaming over towards Peak. We have LG over towards Clocktower who have to rotate in Total Gaming. Look at them. They're holding on the edges of the circle. They know Desi Gamers are there. They're looking to take a fight. On the other hand, TM has already initiated a fight against Unicorn. And Unicorn, they are looking for position points very desperately, and I don't think Prabha will let them go away with some points as Swapnil Patel takes Vihan down, confirms Vihan. That's one player down from TM Moji. Now this is the chance that UIB, they have a huge shot at being in the top 5 of this map.
They want to push the front, but TM, they're now handicapped. Half their roster surviving. Is that gonna be a sneaky attempt at a third party? Nah, TM confirms it. Man gets it himself, Legend. Might want to push the fort, but he's going on the long side of the barn. Tries to get it at the nick of time, but it's Bella Gaming's team who secures that point. Yeah, TM. 9 squads left. They're all the way towards the crescent of the circle, so making their way inside is going to be an even harder ordeal. They're going to rely on the other teams to throw in a little bit of chaos and then are trying to add a little fuel to the fire. DC Gamers have managed to keep their squad completely afloat and now are in the process of gatekeeping who, if I'm not mistaken, are Total Gaming. They do, however, have Assassin Army right in front of them, so not the best position to be in, but certainly not the worst.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I think even the worst side of you brings the best out of you, I guess. That's what PVS is for me.
Maybe.
And AA, on the other hand, CB, okay, getting a knock, will he get the confirmation is my question. And PVS, they're trying to slowly push through Pochnock, making their rotation, where they're getting hit by Team Elite Bahari. What a shot that was, man, on towards PVS Gaming. I don't think PVS Gaming will be back on the field anytime soon, as Pochnock has been contested by 4 teams, right? To Team Elite, PVS, Desi Gamers, and AA. Well, wow.
Yeah.
If this is not a rendezvous, what it is.
Rohit and Yogi need to sing with the snipers. That's the only way they can have some resemblance of control over their territory. And for now, they're trying to deplete the resources of Desi Gamers, as Desi Gamers themselves have a fight, if I'm not mistaken, with Assassin Army. So every team here has their plate full already. There's no much more that they can take, and that's already been downed. They're trying, however, to demolish this push, but they themselves have been cut down the spine. It's only Simbu and Nyan that's alive, and they're, I think, a little too far for this. DC Gamers in a cocoon. Now this buys time for Nyan to get the revive. Big stuff as he pushes the garage. DC Gamers, low HP, now disengaged. Are they going to be given the opportunity though? That's the second question that we need to ask ourselves.
Oh, wait. Nyan is trying to make a play over here, but that's not the kind of play that Desi Gamers will let you do. Nyan will get knocked out by the grenade and he will get confirmed any time soon right now. Yep, he gets confirmed. Oh no, he's not confirmed. He's still up and running. AA still doesn't have a kill in the bag. There's already one man going down. Black is going to heal up. 3 man up and running in BG. Bella Gaming have been invited to this fight. Okay, so to my surprise, DC Gamers are being very aggressive right now. They're pushing towards Team Elite, while Killer, on the other hand, will not let anyone pass through the sleeve. Killer gets one. It's a 3-kill number for Team Elite. Do you think Team Elite can pass through this fight? I definitely have a good feeling though.
You gotta hope so. I mean, they do have a couple of nades. Nades are really good at clearing this kind of cover. Maybe they can use that to push this fight and end it before any other team comes to swoop them up. And Pahari and Killer, they're almost confirmed. Pahari surviving by just a slither of HP. The heal guns that will do his magic. RDP has the swag 7, so up close and personal, he still could shred them down. Iconic though, without any backup, he's gonna go down and he's gonna be confirmed as well. Team Elite's hopes are dwindling as the moment passes. So is RDP's chance for trying to lone wolf his way to victory. He's gonna miss his shots with the shotgun, and it's gonna be Desi Gamers pulling off what we call a pro gamer move.
Well, the AC Gamers definitely are on the top right now. They have an ace up their sleeve. They're looking forward to get this booyah in their hands. But Team Elite, what an unexpected thing over there. I mean, it was more like a pincer attack for Team Elite. 2 of the teams getting all the hand. And unfortunately, they couldn't make it to the top 4. But yeah, they did get eliminated on the 5th position. With AC Gamers, they're looking for more kills. It's going to be TM Legend that they're up against. Shanti and his teammate, both of them are trying to secure a kill. TM Legend goes down by Bella Gaming. Okay, we do have Bella Gaming still up and running, and looks like they're inside the compound. They spotted out Harsh 19. Karki will be quickly putting on the bandage, but I guess it's too late as there's only one player left from Bella Gaming, and I don't think that there's going to be any chance for Bella to be clutching out this 1v2 against Desi Gamers. Well, maybe she can. Oh, that was... Oh, that was a caster's curse straight up coming on face.
Yep. And for now, though, that nade could do the job, and Ignite lives up to his name. Is that Desi Gamers winning out the booyah there? If I'm not mistaken?
Yes, it
Ignite.
is Desi Gamers winning out the booyah. Something that we both didn't expect it to happen. Well, I guess I was really impressed by AA as well as Bella Gaming. Bella Gaming, she stood still the last second with the grenade. The accuracy, that was a calculated grenade. I'm so impressed.
For sure, and Ignite's been popping off as well. That's a pretty well placed booyah to maybe put them in contention, you know. They were, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere in that midfield. It's not too late, honestly. They've bagged themselves a couple of points, and there still is another map to go, right? Instead of Purgatory, now we have Kalahari as our 4th and our last map of the day. So they've put themselves right at the sweet spot to maybe nail this one home and call it a home run.
Yeah, I agree with you. But I guess in spite of Team Elite getting eliminated in the top 5th position, I have a feeling that they might get to the top 3 or top 2 in the current standings, because AA got eliminated without securing, I think, not more than 2 kills in the hands. The last time I saw, it was Nishan going down, and they still had 3 players. Black getting healed on, but still 0 kills in the hands. Well, lucky them, they still survived and made it to the top 2. Well, all the top teams like Total Gaming, Team Elite, LR7, everyone got eliminated very early, and I thought Unicorn had a very good shot, but then that fight against TM, it totally knocked them off as well.
For sure, and TM was another team that was very close to getting themselves a booyah as well, right? If I'm not wrong, in the first map of Bermuda, they came dangerously close, if I'm not mistaken, 2nd or 3rd in the overall placing for that map. So I'm looking forward to maybe a TM comeback as well. You never know. Of course, we are going to be heading into Kalahari. Heading into this map, do you think that you have any favorites in mind?
Yeah. I think definitely my favorites would be Desi Gamers because they started out at the corner of the circle and they swept every team. They literally flushed every team which came their way. And Bella Gaming, I'm totally impressed by the performance. And previously we saw Unicorn being at the top. Now we see Bella Gaming at the top 3, 12 points for them with 4 kill points. We have TSG with 5 kills. As I told you, AA, they weren't much with kill points. They only had 1 kill in the hand, so that's why they got pushed down. And Team Elite, they came up. Well, not many favorites, but Bella Gaming and Desi Gamers were the eye catches for me.
For sure. I'm still wondering if it is maybe a little too late for maybe a PVS Gaming to make their way back. I'm interested to see what their position is going to be at the overall scheme of things. But now though, Desi Gamers, they've bagged themselves a boatload of points. The deficit is just so much, right, between Desi Gamers and TSG, man. So with this much of a dominant performance at one game, you not only bag a couple of points for yourself, but you deny a lot for potential other teams when they're making their way back up. And Desi Gamers shooting themselves all the way up to second. So the scoreboard, the current standings, without a doubt, has blown my mind for now. TSG Man and Desi Gamers leading the charts as Total Gaming and Team Elite, alongside PVS, 3rd to 5th respectively.
Yeah. Well, to my surprise, Desi Gamers are still in the top, and Team Elite, they never, walk away. But what I'm more surprised is Bella Gaming pushing down Unicorn and being in the 7th position. Well, there is one last hope for Bella Gaming and Unicorn to make it to the top 5. That is the map of Kalar, and this opportunity should be well used and optimized by all the teams. That's Total Gaming, PVS especially, because they've been hungry to get that opportunity to prove their talent, to put down and showcase their roster, their gameplay, and it's a very good opportunity for them. So I don't think PVS Gaming should miss this one. This is the last map of Diwali All-Stars 2021. That is the map of Kalahari, a deserted area. I think something not which we quite definitely expect on the day of Diwali, but yeah, a good area to get the firecrackers get done. So,
Sure.
If there's one team that who you would support, to make it down to the top 3 of the leaderboard, who would it be?
I'm gonna lie, I kind of want Total Gaming. I don't know, just on the back of my mind, TG just rang a bell. So they're kind of synonymous to make that comeback when nobody thinks they can, and
yeah,
I think they can. So let's see what happens. I'm excited. This is the desert at the end of the day, and that's where all the dust settles. Let it be for championships, for bragging rights. Yeah, I feel like if Desi Gamers may have that kind of an off time at the desert, certainly it's possibility, but it's going to be reliant on a lot of things, and I just hope that we get the best way to end this kind of a festive celebration.
Well, I guess we are waiting on the highlights of the third game right now. Before we jump on to the fourth game, make sure that you watch the highlights, because I really missed out on a lot of teams, especially Team X getting eliminated in the 11th position. That nobody expected, because OG was praising Team X. I mean, sometimes it goes down the line. Not somebody expects it to happen,
I mean, it is what it is. I think the replays can do this justice for now.
Yes. Well, replay. What do you the most important theme that I would be looking after replay is how did Bella Gaming manage to survive through Team Elite? I still don't understand. Like Bella Gaming, AA, both of them managed to survive. AA with only just 1 kill in the hand, they managed to survive the entire game against Team Elite TG. That was a surprising factor for me, because BG eventually they got taken down with Desi Gamers. The last grenade came in, but I don't know in which corner was AA hiding, because the circle came down too close towards Factory and I guess Pochinok.
It certainly did. A lot of things that were highlight worthy in the map prior. Can't wait to get right into it, because again, a lot of implications with that map, right? It puts certain teams in the position to maybe contest for the dub. And yeah, let's head right at it. Yep,
Well,
we're
we're
right back
back.
at it. I feel a little, how do I say this? Sad that again,
Overwhelmed.
we're approaching the end, dude. We're approaching the end of the journey. It's just one map. I feel like the celebration just began, honestly.
Oh wait, the celebration still hasn't come to an end because we still have Kalahari,
Yeah.
where the entire like the real core celebration will be happening. You know, the all 50 wala, 1000 wala will be blasting out right now because it's the
Saving the
last
best for the
chance. You
last,
know,
eh?
yeah. You know, it actually happens even on Diwali. If you notice, all the Indian families they go and put down the crackers, the 50 wala, 1000 wala, at the end of the entire festival, just like how it's gonna happen in Kalahari.
Yeah, I think it works differently there. At least for me, I just used to burst whatever I get my hands on. So, yeah, discipline ain't a core tenet in my life. Doesn't mean it doesn't need to be in yours. So, discipline, I think, is something that we got to see a lot in the past game, but it didn't deliver for so many of these teams, right? I've somehow come to expect the unexpected when it comes to Kalahari. You know, even when, let's say, a team has that high ground, I don't necessarily give them the advantage, because how many times have you seen nades just being lobbed to the wayside and it actually lands? It's gonna be a trick of fate and a journey which some of these teams are gonna enjoy, some of it aren't. And Team X splitting up quite a bit, but are gonna take Refinery. Is there anybody out to contest them is the question. It seems like LR7's Lone Wolf is trying to maybe get back to their comrades, getting a decent bit of information on his way back as well. So far though, an even split. I think we can only expect maybe a duel between UIB Team Elite and BG. On the other side we have NG and DC Gamers as well. So a couple of fights that could be in the mists, but nothing as of now.
Yeah. And talking about the drops, DG Ignite way far away from his teammate. I think he's way too away from Foundation. We have confinement in the hands of Bella Gaming. Okay, it's going to be tough enough to crack because we have Total Gaming at Santa Catarina as usual in the blue zone this time. And AA, the Stonebridge, not much happening. And again, there's no early fights happening. Come on, man. It's the festival of Diwali. It's a festival of lights. I was expecting a lot of gunfights happening against one-on-one, but looks like it's going to be the storm again, the calm before the storm. It happens behind every match. It's still the last circle that we wait. All the 4-5 teams play out of each other. They face against each other. They're trying to take each other down. In that mess, we lost a lot of top tier teams who were playing for the positions. You know, in situations like this, in strategies like this, where a lot of teams manage to survive till the very end, I don't think the firepower comes into the play. It's all about the pure luck in the circle.
So are you implying in the end it doesn't even matter? Try so hard and go so far. But yep, like I say, in the end it doesn't even matter. Now, I think this could be a funny little duel. We did get to see one to open the day off with, or was it the second rotation of Kalahari, where a stray member of Total Game... Yeah, it was the last game, right? Delete just went on his own and got deleted. Let's hope it's not the case for either side here. Gotta hope for the best, I suppose. Maybe he was ambitious to get a complete squad on his own. You never know. It's a fun event for all they're concerned of. They're gonna enjoy their sweet, sweet time with the Sweet, Sweet Festival.
Yep. But speaking about LG, look at Lokesh game. I think he's slowly trying to, match the rotations of Unicorn 18, and he knows where exactly is Unicorn standing, and he did spot him out. He put out the Chronish Shield, is trying to fire some shots. Very less gets connected. I guess the fight that we've been waiting for has been initiated, but at this time it's LG's Lokesh game all by himself, and there comes his friend, but he went a little too far ahead. Yeah, that's Shiva who passed shrines and now is in Brave Front. Yeah, I think he came at the right time.
Boom. Yep, he made it back for now. They're gonna regroup. This fight's brewing up out of nowhere, right? For a second, it looked like only two players might lock horns, but everybody's called in reinforcements. There's gonna be a full-fledged 4 versus 4 squad versus squad affair. And UIB they've been pretty stellar on their nades. It's good to see both these teams have the munitions. Let's see who's gonna take this one.
Yeah, who's gonna get this one? I have a feeling it's gonna be LG because in the previous game, they went all in against the team, but it was just the circle which was not in their favor. Not something that we expected in Unicorn. They got bombarded with a lot of grenades coming in the hands of TM. Oh, where exactly is TM? Oh, AA is receiving a lot of damage on the other hand from previous. They don't have a chance. They don't have a chance against previous gaming right now.
What do you think of Eco as a player? I feel like throughout FFIC, he's put on a very, very good display for us. I'm looking forward to what this man has to offer, man.
I've seen his performance all the way from FFIC Fall. I think it has just been getting better. And previously we had Yogi, Eco, both of them doing the lead job for the team. But now I guess the responsibilities and all the work has been divided and briefed between Eco and Yogi. Now that both of them are clear about their objectives, the goal is easier to achieve for previous gaming.
Yeah,
Yogi
and
is
Yogi
the
has been
man
a
with
beast
the-
himself.
Yep, he definitely is.
This might be a triangle of death that we have on our plate here, because NG won in on it as well. They want a fair share of the pie. They're gonna jump right into it. Of course, Lokesh Gamer do have a very, very split defense here. I can see a lot of men single file, which does put them at risk. You know, if one member gets knocked, he's more or less gonna be confirmed, and there's nothing Lokesh Gamer can do about it. So it does have a lot of risk, but with that lot of risk comes a lot of reward, a lot of information, and a lot of ways that you can potentially just disintegrate teams out in the open. And yeah, NG's presence thoroughly discovered. It is just gonna be a very, very old school stalemate, and this could be the opening that Lokishima was looking for. Knocks there, but the knock in return. Beautiful stuff. Shivam looking to get Marix. Oh, there we go. There we go. I sensed that coming from a mile away, and I think so did Marix. He tried to retreat. The support chrono instantly dropped, and this means Vishal has done a brilliant job to bait utility out. Now they're just waiting to commence their final push.
Yeah. Well, I guess the final push will be a good one for them. But Lokesh Gamer getting knocked out. Something I didn't really expect it to happen because oh well, he's back on his feet up and running, so that's a good side to begin with. But I guess who's more troubled? I guess Team Elite walking into the fight into an uninvited party guest right now. Lokesh Gamer will take the revenge, but just on himself. He meets the wrong person at the wrong time. He'll get knocked out again. Is there any teammate left to get him revived? I don't know what happened to Lokesh all of a sudden. Just knocked himself out. Well, that's LG going down the flames. That's Vishal going down. Lokesh Gamer. I don't think there's anybody left to help him as he gets eliminated as well. It's just Shivam and Shahid all by themselves. Team Elite, on the other hand, is on a roll. That's UIB going out in the 11th position, OG. That's not expected. And Team Elite,
Not at all.
incredible performance. 7 minutes into the game, they already have a 5 kill in their hand.
Yeah, they've been looking phenomenal. You need to see how they're gonna put an end to this though, because Team Elite, they've come in for that mid-fight rotation towards Bayfront, right? They've not necessarily gotten the best timing to reap the most out of the fight. So I think you have to just juice what's left. They're gonna do. They have NG right in front of them, and Killer should have information of this. I'm pretty sure he has information of this. They're gonna set up here. Where is Pahari is my question. Okay. It's gonna be still rocking the FAMAS. Sad that he does not have that sniper. I was up to having potential Pahari field day to end this Diwali festivity.
Pahadi, as high as a mountain. Well, will those mountains in Kalahari help him get the booyah? Is my question. And
Look at
what's
Desi
happening with
Gamers.
Team X? Look at Anand. I don't know why he just switched all the way from refinery. Okay, it's a rotation coming in through the sub, and they could
Do you
just
think they
directly
predict
walk
Desi
into command.
Gamers?
Yeah, I pretty much have the feeling.
Alright, that landmine's gonna do a lot from Killer. Takes down Marix. It forces the rest of NG to waste resources and time getting up that revive, and that's more than enough for RDP to get that kill confirmed. He's gonna heal himself up. Killer is at the perfect angle to use him as a bait. Are NG gonna have wind of this is the question. RDP waiting for his comrade outside the window saying, buddy, let's go, we need to hit the road right now. They're gonna circumvent them and circle all the way around the house, but all the entrances gonna be glue wall, except for the main one where there's a landmine placed by Team Elite. Oh, he's dodging bullets there.
Ooh.
That could have been a drop. Killer misses that opening. A very costly one in that as well.
They definitely do, but it looks like Team Elite is still on the bright side. 6 kills in the hands. RDP and Killer all by themselves. RDP already has a triple kill. He's trying to heal himself up, but until and unless Killer gets spotted out,
Waiting for
there's no
landmines.
tension. Yeah.
Oh, he gets the drop though. That's beautiful
That's
stuff. The shotgun this range, pretty potent. He's gonna go back in. This is just like positional chess at this moment. Now RDP gonna go in for the sickle and pickle. That's exactly what we've been missing. Killer though does not seem to miss a beat. His shotgun reigns supreme up close and personal. RDP signaling his way through the glue walls as the Swag 7 takes him down. It's a shotgun duel for whichever team looks to take the dub. Killer, he's been on the receiving end of this duel on multiple occasions, and he's gonna go down yet again. Marix with the Swag 7 puts this a shut, and there's 9 teams still left to claim the Kingdom of Kalahari.
DJ on the other hand is still doing quite fine in Total Gaming, surviving with absolutely 0 kills in the hand, something not have been expecting from Total Gaming. But Team Elite, what an incredible performance. 8 kills in the hands, quadra kill coming in from Killer. He did his level best till the end, but NG they totally awestruck Team Elite, although Team Elite will still be on the upper hand as they already have 8 kills in the hands and the position points of 9. I think it should eventually give them an advantage, but Swastik on the other hand takes down TM1. The fight has begun. TM, 2 of the players get knocked out. Now the confirmation will be coming in through their way as Team X gets eliminated in the 8th position as well. TM 4 kills in the hands, and just Squeeze up and running. Mun is also up and running. Now they're gonna go seek for the cover as the AC Gamers are just behind them, and once the circle starts to close in, I think the AC Gamers will be flushing out TM as well.
Yeah, they will. And right now, if you're TM, is this a point where you're comfortable, Alika? Is the plan for rotating in really the safest route? Because there are already teams that have hinged their bets early and taken their early rotation, right? Considering TM are not any wiser, they won't have much information as to what's brewing inside the circle. A lot of risk, but just gotta hope. I think that's all that they can do for now, and that's all they're gonna do for now.
Yeah. For now, look at Mafia's position just at the head on the Harsh 19. I think if Harsh 19 moves even an inch, he's gonna get that bullet into his head. Well, Mafia, I think he changed his position. They have players coming in from the behind as well. The circle starts to close in, and TM, I told you, TM is gonna get flushed by Total Gaming right now. Mafia gets a headshot on towards Legend, and that's confirmation will be coming through as TM. I don't think TM's teammates are gonna go in for that revive at this position, especially or just Desi Gamers on the other hand are coming into the fight, but TJ is still surviving. There goes the confirmation does come through.
Yeah, and Mafia alongside his comrade is raining a lot of lead on TM. If you're TM right now, it's not any bit comfortable. They're trying to make a run for it. They're trying to make a run for the hills. They're clearly out in the open though, and they're clearly out positioned. Total Gaming, how long are they gonna hold this choke? They do spot Yogi out in the open, and that's an easy confirmation from afar. Total Gaming look to confirm things, and they look to just completely wipe the field clean. But now though, position have to be given to Total Gaming. They have a rotate into the circle. They have two squadrons especially on 2 sides of the crescent, so their information's gain gonna be top notch. It's only if they're gonna be able to play with a couple of men divided.
Yeah. Well, on the other hand, DJ is doing a great job over there. Once again, they've eliminated
That's a nice one.
AA. Yeah, that was definitely a nice one. And the grenade's doing a lot of damage onto a Shorty, who will get away with the blue zone. Eco, on the other hand, is trying to get a confirmation over towards some Mafia, or
Two
Jespi
nades in
will
the
be
bag.
taking Bella Gaming's Luxing down. Yes, Team Elite. I think they're having a not really very good start. And DJ on the other hand, they're trying to push in over towards Total Gaming. Total Gaming with 3 kills in the hands. Harshan 19 will be getting spotted over there. Do you think Delete has a chance right now? He definitely has an opportunity to make it up to what he did in the last game.
Yeah, I think he anticipates them behind cover. He's gonna try blowing it up, I think, with the remaining artillery that he has. Uzi AJ, he's the member who's isolated from his team, mind you. So with this Chrono Shield deploy, that's a last-ditch attempt at survival. He's gonna go down, though, and that's gonna be the rest of Total Gaming trying to keep control of what's left. But it just seems to be slipping by their fingers. Delete trying to reclaim a little bit of control with the grenade launcher, but he's out of luck and out of life. Total Gaming out at 5th position, ladies and gentlemen, as TM make their gutsy rotation inside that circle. They had to fight toe-to-toe against Total Gaming, and they made it. But now, still more resistance. BVS are gonna go up against, if I'm not mistaken, Bella Gaming, and they look to be in control. But Bella Gaming, they did look to survive, and they're lining up for Rohit and the rest. A TM. This is gonna be Rohit out in the open, potentially baiting out bullets, baiting out utility. Information is what he's gonna be playing for. And PVS, Eco. This nade could make or break it. The cover is down, and that means Daisy Gamers, they've given up the jig. TM is on the high ground. PVS are just a couple of bullets away. This is the sweat triangle that no team's gonna be comfortable in.
Well, I guess Eco and Rohit are trying to make a statement over here, but DJ on the other hand will be getting flushed by the blues, and the grenades will be coming in through. The fight has begun already. DGR in the middle, TM is in the middle, Jespi on the other hand gets a double knock, double elimination. That's PVS getting eliminated in the 3rd position. DJ versus TM and T's. Jespi is going to be the last player, the elite player, and there you go. Jespi is going to be the man of the match with 8 kills in his hands all by himself. Can you believe that, OG? 8 kills all by himself. Jespi has definitely marked the words right now.
I think we did say this in the pre-game that we were looking forward to maybe a TM after their showing in the first map. We didn't really get to see them. A huge drop-off. Captain in the perfect way. A lot of kills bagging a booyah. It's exactly, I think, what they need to get back in contention, at least in the leaderboard. We had to see, though, because so much happened within such a small lapse of time. Team Elite went out of nowhere. I didn't even see what happened to Team Elite. Total Gaming completely got steamrolled when they were looking to be in control. So, yeah, a lot of teams now suddenly looking vulnerable.
Yep. I mean, everyone's in a position where they cannot expect their current standings or their position in any of the leaderboard. Well, quite a performance coming in from TM over there, because the last game they definitely had an upper hand, but not much to make it to the top 5. But this time, I think it was different teams walking with the booyah from different games. We had Total Gaming, we had Desi Gamers, and now we have TM. All are surprises for me. I think it's Diwali, so surprises come along the way, bearing gifts.
Yeah, for sure, man. It's been a gift to get to see some of these teams and some of the plays that they've made. You know, memory lane back to day 1, we got to see a lot of exciting plays. We got to see a lot of teams that I wish made it here, but yeah, it was at the end UIB and Bella Gaming who made their way all the way to day 2. Bella Gaming, I feel like, did have a decent showing, but in moments where they needed to play aggressive and take fights, it didn't really seem like they had the best setup around them. And I think the same can be said to UIB as well. You know, UIB coming off a winning high. If I'm not mistaken, they won a tournament yesterday. They, I think, won a lot of people's hearts after their day 1's performance. And the drop-off is there with day 2, but without a doubt, they've surely turned some heads and surprised us, without a doubt. Yeah.
Well, I'm surprised. I'm excited for the current standings to come in for this match, and then later for the entire day, the match standings, where we've finally been waiting for that one team to make the remarkable champion of Diwali All Stars 2021. I mean,
Well, one thing is for sure, PBS did place top 3, Alka, and they're, I think, in clawing position of maybe having the throne. They were a team that we were looking forward towards, but still not settled. And I don't think anything can be settled until we have those current standings, and a lot is going to be decided on that. Up until then,
yeah.
how do you think that this has fared out? You know, in your opinion, what do you think of how this Diwali All Stars have been, I'd say, driven for the past 2 days?
Well, I think it's always hard to say goodbyes after every event, but I guess for me, this Free Fire experience have been really overwhelming because we keep coming back, we keep meeting to all the festivals, especially Diwali All Stars 2021 has been a sweet spot for me because it has been a different way of celebrating the festival by inviting 11 influencer female teams and community's favorites. Although we do have a pinch of professional players, that is the top 4 from the FFIC Fall 2021. So having a mix of teams playing together on the same platform, all the female influencers getting an opportunity to showcase their talents, Unicorn Gaming, Ballet Gaming, who made it to the day number 2, and of course, casting beside you is always a honor and pleasure, OG.
Yeah, in all honesty, I do feel like with how these teams... Oh, alright.
What?
TSG are the champions?
Wow, I think this is the biggest surprise I could receive for Diwali because all the current standings, according to my calculations, TSG was nowhere, but ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be TSG Hard Diwali All Stars 2021 champions.
Alright. Sure. I just didn't expect it. Yeah, this is quite the surprise, and for good reason, I suppose. TSG Hard, they've swept the competition off their feet. You know, we had Team Elite, Total Gaming, LR7, we had DC Gamers as well. Those are FFIC finalists, and TSG Hard, able to play hard, I think will be even partying harder than ever. I think this is the best Diwali they could have asked for.
Wow, 70 points. I think that's nowhere close a close game for Desi Gamers case. It's straight up more than 10 points advantage for them. Total Gaming in the third team, Elite in the fourth, and PVS did not disappoint us. They are at the fifth with 35 points and 14 kill points in the hands. Although Desi Gamers Total Gaming, a really good performance coming in from them. Firstly, I would like to congratulate Unicorn and Bella Gaming, for advancing into the day 2 and putting out their best performance. And wow, I'm totally speechless right now by TSG month's performance. 2 booyahs, 20 points, 33 kill points. That's a big one.
Sheesh. That is unbelievable. And rightfully so, they've ruled the day in Kalahari, looking like absolute menaces. I just feel a little sad that we weren't able to include Purgatory in the celebration. I think that element of randomness, because Purgatory quite often shakes the leaderboard up quite a bit, more than Bermuda for that fact. So if we had a little bit of Purgatory thrown in the mix, I feel like we maybe have more underdog representation. All good things must come to an end, and all good things can only be that sweet. And I think that this could have been the best and the sweetest way that we could have had a Diwali celebration, like you've said. And it was a nice time in and out, man. I couldn't have thought of a better weekend myself. So, yeah. I guess kudos to a great event.
Me personally, being away from home for Diwali, it has been quite a pleasure to cast Diwali All Stars 2021 beside Tanya, OG, and Crips. It always good that you're coming back to the game you play to all of your friends, having a good meet. So I hope you guys all had fun. For more and more events, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow us on our Instagram, that is Free Fire India Championship.
Yeah, you know where to follow us, and you'll be up on everything Free Fire. At this day and age, it's been very, very important to keep up. With every day you have a new story, but new stories will keep coming, and so will new tournaments, so will bigger tournaments. Do hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, follow us on our socials to be up to date, and I think that is almost a wrap. So a perfect present for a perfect Diwali. Take care.
Yes.